Working in Delicious Desserts and Coloring Book. And this is from Jade Summer. Jade Summer. Okay, so we're going to turn the page to where I'm working on. And it's not about color, it's not about blending. It's about deciding what to leave white. So you'll see. Now, that doesn't mean that I've nailed it. I'm just working on it. I started with crayon, and I'm working on, right now, let's do the cupcake paper. And I'm going to go over the crayon with a little bit of Prisma to bring that out. And I've kind of I've tried. I tend to like to center everything, but what I'm attempting to do is get it down a bit, and I can keep working and then kind of bringing it up a little. And this is just playing. You just play for skill building, coloring skill building. Now this one's really pretty wide in there, so I'm going to come on down and color over and try to make it a little thinner. There. Not bad. Not bad. So this is like, what people do when they're playing around with what they have, what they own, and what they've seen others do, and say, well, I would, in the beginning, you just color it completely. Like, okay, let's just get out. Let's get out a nice, happy purple, a bright purple. And here would be your beginner level on coloring. And then you look at other people's coloring that gets shared and you say, what do they do that makes it just slightly like a little better, a little more upscale? And that's what goes on. You leave some of this space in there. So now let's do this one in the same color, but you slow it down, but leave that in there. I am dead center Debbie, I'll tell you. All right, work it up, work it up. I'm going to work it up and keep it down and then try to get it up a little more over there. And you can see the big difference. Really big difference between, you might prefer this. Yay for you. But you might also like to try that. So it's a give it a shot try. Let's try a red crayon and go over here. And I'm going to start with this one and leave it. Then I'm going to go down, skip a line for a different color of the frosting, and try to keep it moving along. And I'm okay with one. It's when I try to do the second one, I messed up. It should have been more over here. And this and the way the light's flowing, I'm not good at that. So this is what I'm saying. You practice, you try, and you say, and keep working on it. All right, now let's go to a darker color, whatever color this is, in the crayon. Red violet. I'm going to bring that down and try to follow that line I'm creating there. Whether it's spaced right or not, that's not even the point. Right now, it's just increasing my skill level at putting the lines in there and not messing it up. We need one more color because right there is another tuft of color. I'm going to put that over here. I could have done it over here. So I look and I go, I could have, I should have. And then you just, flip over, find something else. Like these cupcakes appear all over the place. Find a cupcake. It's a really busy book. And I also wanted to show that sometimes I just jump around in my books. And here I just was working on the cone. Whether I had success or not, that doesn't matter. I just flip around. And I may come back to it someday, and I may never come back to it someday. Here we go. We have a lot of them. Okay, so then Here I use the this book is backed in black, and it's just fun to get out a marker. I did buy some Sharpie blacks and to play around with what I like to highlight, outline, and then create my own little bits on the back. This one I did the whole. I left these empty for a reason, and here's what it looks like. My pages are stuck together. Here's what it looks like on the back. And from here, then I take my pencil and I get something very, very different. And I haven't decided if I want to leave them plain or fill them in. Just sort of a fun thing to do with the blacked in back. And this is not, this will not work with really thick paper. This is a bonus to what is known as Create Space paper or independently published Amazon paper, whatever. People just keep calling it different stuff. And it gets a lot of negative coverage, but this is also like a plus for it because thick paper is not going to do that. All right, so once again, I've got a new page and it's perfect for practicing again and again and again. No, I'm not going to frame these. I'm not going to worry about what am I going to do with the page when I'm finished. I'm just playing around and practicing. Now, I have the line going this way. I want to kind of stay with that moving across my page. So now I'm going to try to actually follow some kind of this way, that way. How about over here? I see him. And bring it that way. Okay, this way, that way. I'm going to go over here to create the sense of movement for the human eye to follow. Getting it? You got it. So that's it. Let's, practice, 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 enjoy. Well, wait a minute. There's one more that says, do me too, over here. Because I've got the idea, I think. And when I finish, it should like flow. Where that's going, over here, I want to tip it about this way. And go with the direction of the cupcake. And bring that color in. Just like that. This one's so straight, but I'm just going to go ahead, put that in there. And here, it's so hard to stop. Please like, subscribe. That's always really nice. Doesn't cost anything to like something. And if you don't like it, how about you explain why? I'll, make a comment. What was the problem there? You just didn't like the book, you hate my voice. I don't know. I'm not a person who's going to ever click the thumbs down thing. I'll just move on. It's my personal, the way I am. Unless you're giving me something I have to eat or whatever, then I'm going to voice my opinion. But if it's something I'm watching, I'll just move on because I can stop. If you're going to stick something in my mouth that I really don't like, then I have to speak up. And then I have to say, I don't like that. If you're treating me a certain way, I have to be able to say, I really don't appreciate being treated like that. But watching videos on, and that's just unnecessary. I'm not, pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it's looking good. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the ones with the bows on yet because they are already divided. So I don't know. So take a time out and think about it. And then I'll come back with like the Prisma purples and play around with that for a little bit too. So I am done. Where do I go to finish? I don't know. End stream. How about that one? There you go.